Hey YouTube, 219 Jello here. Today's project, it's a 2019 F-150 and I have a wet floorboard. So let's dig into it and I'll show you what I got going on today. Alright, so I was vacuuming out the floorboard the other day, so I pulled the old mat out, flipped it upside down, and it's wet. So I'm like, what the heck? So I got feeling it, and it's pretty wet. And I checked up all the way to there, and that's where it starts. I tried to get on top of that. I couldn't feel it's wet or not, but it's wet. I might pull the carpet up. I pulled this guy off, pulled all this off. This all snaps off. Pulled the carpet up best I could, vacuumed it all out, got it pretty dry, and so I called Ford. And where I bought it from, and they don't know anything. They haven't heard anything about this one. So they asked me if I ever had a windshield replaced, and I did. Pretty good place. And they told me to start there. So I called them up, got them out. Long story short, they couldn't find nothing wrong. He went ahead and siliconed up, you know, all this up here, a windshield. Silicone all that down there, put everything back together. Him and I weren't real convinced that it was the windshield leaking, so I got digging some more and found out that the air conditioning unit drain tube, it's not plugged up, but it's the design of it, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so I went ahead and I'm doing it the easy way. I already pulled an inner fender well off. It's easy. Just pull pins, some pull pins, some screws, a little combination of both. Just look in there, you'll find all the connections. I ain't gonna go over all that. This is about how to fix this problem. So there's the drain, and they got this, whatever the stupid thing is here. So the fix is to get this part number right there, get it from Ford. They got it me in one day, and it's just this rubber boot. That's all it is, and it's gonna go on. They say short side goes in. Well, here we go. So I'm going to stick it on that nipple like that, with the long side pointing downward. So all you got to really do, I'm just starting it right now. So let's see here. This thing doesn't, it's not really even on her that good. Look at that. Pull right off. This little piece of junk. Not sure. They say it doesn't drain very well. So I'm like, well, what do you mean don't drain very well? Why is that? So I got these prongs on the bottom of the plastic. It must be used to help that steel piece lock on. So got these little tabs. There's one here and one right behind it. Same thing. So there's no way I'm putting a boot on there. It's going to create a void between them and allow water to drip back to the problem area. Well, the water isn't coming out right, and it's getting behind this is the problem. Then it gets on your floorboard, and that's right where it's getting wet. So the water just leaks straight down here, goes down here. I'm not sure if it's getting behind this or I don't think it is, but it's getting behind here is what's going on. So I'm gonna bust these tabs off. It doesn't even tell me to do that, but I'm busting them off. I'm gonna make sure it's smooth right there. Stick the boot on, and then you're supposed to get some heat tape, all right, aluminum tape, and just put a piece of tape around it like this, just holding it on. So clean all this with alcohol real well. Stick your boot on. Well, I'm gonna break them tabs off. Stick the boot on, pointing downward, and I'll strap my tape across there. All I'm going to do, hopefully, is use some side cutters here, and I'm going to put them on that little guy there, give it some twists. Looks like I got one off. Okay, I'm going to go do the other one. Alright, well, I got one off. The other one's a little bit hard, so I'm going to use, well, I said side cutters earlier. I'm actually using side cutters this time. I'm going to try to get in here and chop that one off. Well, we got most of it. There's a little bit left on the bottom there. So I'm just going to get the little rough file and file it. Alright, I got it all nice and smooth. I mean, smooth enough. I'm going to go ahead and stick the old boot on now. Short side in, long side down. Ooh, a little tight. That's good though. Switch hands. Oops, okay, that's pretty much it. I'll finish it off when I put the camera down, but get a little bit, push on a little further. I don't have tape. I gotta go run to the store and get some tape. I'm just gonna put a strap of tape from here to there is what it says, holding that sucker on. And hopefully that solves the problem. It shouldn't come behind here and leak back into here. That's the problem. It's getting behind here somehow. But the way it was leaking before, so hopefully it seals here now and all of it comes out here. None of it gets on the firewall and it all goes straight down. So I'll get some tape on there and we'll see how it looks and I'll finish her up. Well, here's a little more, one more thing I figured out too is I had this thing pretty much not super dry, but dry enough to where that floor mat shouldn't have been wet like that and the floor shouldn't have been sopping. We had no rain last night and I had that thing cleaned yesterday and I ran my air pretty much a lot yesterday and a little bit today. And that floorboard's wet again. So I know it's not rain. I know it's not a windshield. Just another little pointer. There's the finished deal right there. That's what Ford says to do, so that's what I did. Should work. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my floorboard in there, get everything nice and dry best I can, and I'll keep my eye on it. I don't know what else it can be. You get water on your floorboard, what could it be? And it's not rain related. So rule out all rain. What else could it be? It's not antifreeze. I mean, come on. You gotta be a moron not to know what antifreeze smells like. So that's what I think it is. And hopefully that's why. So we'll see. Well, that's it. We got her all fixed. I'm gonna keep my eye on it for the next week or so, or a couple days anyways, while we're running the air conditioner. And hopefully it's fixed. That's all I can say. Having a wet floor in a newer truck, it really sucks, man. But hey, what are you gonna do? You gotta find a problem, you gotta fix it. So hopefully, if you got the same problem, this video helped you. So if you want, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, dislike it, ask me a question. Got any input? Maybe it's something else I'm overlooking on this that maybe I got a different problem. Let me know in the comments below. I don't have the Ford bulletin number handy, but there is one for the repair on this, and Ford knows about it. I just can't believe it's on a recall. It's a simple repair, $10 repair at the most. But oh well, see you next time, and hopefully this helps.